I'm hoping this is a good angle. Alright, so everyone's always asking me how I do my eyebrows. So I'm gonna see how long it takes. I'm gonna do one, maybe two, because I don't want the video to be too long. But you see, like, I don't really have any eyebrows because I spend most of my time doing my eyebrows. So first I use a tongue ring twister. Anyway, I use a brush from MAC. It's the eyebrow brush from MAC, and I like to use the Studio Fix to wet it. It just goes on a lot cleaner when it's wet. Now you can use any brown, espresso from MAC. You can use any type of brown, but because I have black hair on, I want the darkest brown possible, so I'm using Too Faced Natural at Night. There is a cocoa star in there, and when it's wet, right there, it is really dark. So, first thing I do, I take a brush like this, and I brush out my brows. So I want to make sure they're all laying back in one direction. Okay. Now I've already put my liquid foundation on top of the brow, and then what I do is I put a little Studio Fix powder, pressed powder, just a little bit. I put it right on top like that, so that it's not too shiny. Okay, so I've already done that. I've already wet my brush. Now I'm gonna dip it inside right here, this cocoa star. And I start first by drawing my line. I like to go all the way over, even though I'm not going to leave that piece there. I just like for it to be a nice, smooth arch. I don't usually let it stay that long. Some people like it that long. I don't. I'll probably take it off right about here, but at least I can see what I'm doing. Now the next eye. Sometimes you might have to go back in and dip it again. Now usually you squirt it one more time. Like I said, I like it wet. I like it dark because my hair is dark right now. But if I had lighter hair on, if I had my real hair, which is like a dusty brown, I wouldn't. Okay, next. Sometimes I draw a line right here. See that? Or I'll show you another way on this eye. Sometimes I'll just start coloring it in. It all depends on what you like to do. You know, like drawing a line sometimes, like right here to start, you're gonna go either over it, under it, or take it off again. So it's all about whether you like thick, big, bushy. How do you like your eyebrows? I like mine kind of thick, and I kind of go back and forth with it until on both sides because I want them to match. They will not be perfect. Nobody's eyebrows are perfect. And in general, your eyebrows don't match. So when you're trying to do this, you're just trying to get it as close as possible. See how I keep just filling in? There we go. And it's kind of dark in the front, so I'm going to lighten that out as soon as I finish. But there we go. You see that eyebrow? Alright, and this one I want to match it kind of. Now, general rule of thumb, you do not want your eyebrows to come over too far in the center. So see how I ended up going above the line I initially drew? Because I wanted to match. What I do is, see right now, this one's a little closer and this one's a little further away. I take my brush and I measure it out. I know that I do not want to go any further than right here. So I have a little space there I can go. That's it. And then on this side, same thing. Look, I have a bunch of space I can go. But, see that? Remember, everyone's face is not the same. So, a little and a little if I want to match it up. Now I know I want to match this up a little more, so I'm going to bring this one in just a little bit. You will not be perfect at this. I've been doing this for a long time, and I have so many pictures with jacked up eyebrows. It's what happens. But eventually you'll get to the point where they're exactly how you like them. See? Ta-da! I'm not quite done yet. I think I have, hoping it's not too long, have a little bit of time to show you guys how I use the concealer underneath. Look, I don't like how dark it is right here, so I'm just going to take it a little bit and lighten it up. Just a little. Just a little bit. Just a little, just a little, just a little. See how it's lightening up? There we go. Just a little. Okay. Next, quickly, I'm going to take my camouflage palette, which is, I don't know where I put it. I just decided to do this little tutorial. And, oh, it's behind me. Of course. Okay. Sorry. Alright. And what I do is, because I want them to kind of look so clean and flawless, I take my camera to see how much use. It gets a lot of use. And I usually blend. I don't ever use just one color. I blend all over. So I can pretty much use that one, that one, that one, that one, that one, whatever I want, because I've mixed it. But for the sake of this, I'm using a little bit of that, that, and that. See that? And I'm going to draw my line underneath. See that? Just like that. Then take a little bit, because I like a little shading right here in the hump. This is going to take away from how much work I have to do with my eyeshadows, because I already have set it up so where it's going to have that nice little, see? Okay. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other eye. Okay. And just so you guys know, this is my camouflage palette from Coastal Scents. I love it. I've had it for a long time. I really like the fact that you can mix the colors. When you run out of something, you can mix them and they kind of all turn into the same color again. I love it. I'm going to do the same thing over here. You really can't mess this up. You can do it however you want to do it, because you're going to use a brush to blend it in anyway. Okay? That's done. Now I'm going to take my MAC brush right here. See that? And I'm just going to blend it in. There we go. I'm rushing just a tad bit, so I'm going to show you guys how to fix it when you're in a rush, because you're not going to always have time to sit here and take your time. See, I'm rubbing it in. You're going to be in a rush some days. Today is one of those days I got to take my son to a birthday party. He's being so patient. Okay, see how that's looking? Then I take a little makeup sponge like this. This one's on its last leg. I've only used it twice, but you know. And I blend it in. Look at that. See how it's coming? And this one too. There we go. There we go. Look. Then, for the sake of making it look flawless, wow. I'll redo my line. Got a little smudged. See, you've been doing this for a long time. It's still not going to be perfect. It's just not. Sometimes you're going to make mistakes and have to go back over it. You're going to look in the mirror and be like, oh, that's not even. Let me do it again. It's easier to do someone else's face. Now, normally I do some concealer on the top if I'm going out. But if I'm just going to, like, grocery store around the corner, a little birthday party, something like that, I don't put that much on. But since I made a little boo-boo right there, hold on, Tay. And he makes an appearance. Tatum.
How you mind taking it?
Let's touch it up a little bit. There we go. That's only for the sake of touch-up. But you can do this whole thing around. It looks really, really nice. Some people like that nice, clean finish look. I do too. But it's okay. Blend it in. And you can't even tell. Voila. Done. Alright, guys. Later. If you have any questions or comments or want to see something else, let me know. Bye.